As the Senate reconvenes to cross more items off our to-do list, we should take pride in all we've already accomplished this summer. This month alone, we've already advanced the Senate's Farm Bill to conference and named conferees to finalize this important legislation. We've also passed another set of appropriation measures. The Senate has now approved 7 of the 12 measures for next year, and we finalized the John S. McCain National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2019, which President Trump signed into law on Monday of this week. But the reason we're convening today is that important work remains for the weeks ahead. That includes more progress on appropriations, and it includes confirming more of the President's nominees. Last week, Chairman Grassley announced that Judiciary Committee hearings for Judge Brett Kavanaugh, whom the President has nominated to serve on the Supreme Court, will begin September the 4th. Judge Kavanaugh's testimony will only add to the enormous wealth of information about his legal qualifications, his professional reputation, and his jurisprudence that is already available. Already, the committee has received nearly 200,000 pages of material that relate to this nomination. By all accounts, this is already the most material ever submitted for any Supreme Court nomination. The most material ever. But of course, the best indicator of how Judge Kavanaugh will approach the role of a federal judge is the way he's discharged his duties as a federal judge in the 12-plus years he served on the D.C. Circuit. 12-plus years, more than 300 opinions. I can hardly articulate this point better than my friend, the senior senator from Vermont. Here's what he said back when the Senate was evaluating the nomination of then-Judge Sonia Sotomayor to the Supreme Court. This is what Senator Leahy said. "We do not have to imagine what kind of judge she will be because we see what kind of judge she has been." A number of other prominent Democrats echoed that sentiment, including my friend, the Democratic leader. He called Republican requests for additional documents related to the Sotomayor nomination as a fishing expedition and said Republicans were grasping at straws. My friend from New York said everybody knows that then-Judge Sotomayor's record on the bench was the best way to evaluate her nomination. So, I hope that our Democratic colleagues who are demanding even more documents have taken the time to read the 12 years of opinions from Judge Kavanaugh that they already have. And that, of course, will underscore exemplary service on the second highest court in the nation. Because when it was the Supreme Court nominee of a Democratic president, they themselves insisted that judicial opinions were more important than any other papers for evaluating a Supreme Court nominee. Well, we have Judge Kavanaugh's opinions. And we have this record-breaking pile of additional materials, far more materials than were produced for the Sotomayor nomination, by the way. 12 years of opinions, Mr. President, and the most material in history. Every senator who's actually willing to give this nominee fair consideration will be more than fully equipped to do just that.